After 70, walking less and doing these 6 things. Hey there. So, you're over 70. Or maybe you're just thinking ahead to the future. And let's face it, the idea of slowing down can be a little daunting, right? Maybe you used to walk for hours on end, feeling the breeze on your face and the rhythm of your steps syncing with the world around you. But now, well, those long walks might not be as easy as they once were. And that's okay. Here's the thing. Walking less doesn't mean life has to slow down. Not even close. In fact, as we age, we discover that life after 70 is just as vibrant, exciting, and full of possibility. It's just a matter of adjusting the way we approach it. And that's exactly what I want to talk about today. There's no denying that our bodies change with time. But don't think for a second that these changes limit us from living life to the fullest. Today, I'm going to share with you 6 powerful ways to stay healthy, connected, and joyful, even if you're walking a little less than you used to. It's not about keeping up with the past. It's about creating a new kind of life, one where you can still thrive, have fun, and feel fulfilled. So let's dive in and explore how you can embrace this next chapter with strength, purpose, and a whole lot of love for life. Trust me, the best is yet to come. Segment 1. Walking less. Doesn't mean sitting more now. We've all heard it. The myth that as we get older, we need to just take it easy and rest more. But that's not true at all. Sure, the days of long walks in the park might not be the same as they once were, but that doesn't mean we have to trade in our energy for the couch. We can still keep moving in ways that feel good for us, without pushing ourselves to the point of exhaustion. First things first, it's completely normal for our bodies to change. Maybe your knees aren't what they used to be, or maybe your stamina isn't quite at the level it once was. But let's be honest, aging brings with it a different kind of wisdom and a new opportunity to learn how to take care of our bodies in a way that works for us now. Here's the thing I've learned. It's not about how much you move, but how you move. If walking a mile isn't in the cards anymore, that's okay. It doesn't mean you're stuck. It just means it's time to find something that feels better. Something that supports your body the way it needs. Now let me share a little something from my own family. My grandmother used to take long walks around the neighborhood every morning. As she got older, those walks became shorter and less frequent, and at first, it made her feel a little defeated. She felt like she was losing a piece of herself. But then, something shifted. Instead of walking for miles, she started doing yoga, chair yoga to be exact. The first time she tried it, she was skeptical. But soon enough, she was hooked. The stretching, the deep breathing, it didn't just feel good for her body, it gave her a sense of peace, of control. You see, walking less doesn't mean we have to stop moving altogether. You just need to adapt to the changes, find something that suits your body's needs, and keep going. And that's exactly what we'll talk about in the next segment. Exercise that doesn't involve walking, but still keeps you strong and feeling good. Segment 2. Embracing exercise that doesn't involve walking. Okay, so let's talk about exercise. The good news is, you don't need to be walking a marathon to stay in shape. In fact, there are plenty of ways to stay active without putting extra strain on your joints or muscles. The secret is finding exercises that suit your body's new needs while still giving you the benefits of movement. First up, chair yoga and gentle stretching. You might be thinking, yoga. Isn't that just for young, flexible people? Absolutely not. Yoga is for everyone, no matter your age. Chair yoga, in particular, is a fantastic option for seniors who want to stretch and strengthen their muscles without getting up and down constantly. You can do it right from the comfort of your favorite chair. Here's the best part. It doesn't take a lot of time to feel the difference. A few minutes a day of chair yoga or gentle stretching can improve flexibility, reduce stiffness, and even boost your mood. Not only that, but it helps improve balance and coordination, which is so important as we age. I've seen this firsthand with my own grandmother, who, after a few weeks of doing chair yoga every morning, felt more limber and energized. The best part. She was able to sit down, close her eyes, and focus on her breathing. It became a moment of peace in her day, a small ritual that kept her mind and body in sync. Next, strength training. Low impact. Let's talk about strength training. Yes, I said it. Lifting weights. Don't worry, we're not talking about heavy lifting here. Strength training can be done with light weights or resistance bands, and it's actually one of the best ways to stay strong and mobile as you get older. It helps maintain muscle mass, which naturally decreases with age, and it supports your bones, joints, and balance. Strength training doesn't have to mean hitting the gym with heavy dumbbells. You can use things around the house, water bottles, cans of food, or resistance bands. Starting with just a few minutes a day can lead to big improvements in how you feel. It helps with posture, reduces the risk of falls, and gives you that extra boost of energy that we all crave. Let me tell you a story. My father, who's in his 70s, started doing light strength training at home after being encouraged by his doctor. At first, he wasn't sure if it would make a difference, but after a couple of months, he noticed that his back pain had decreased and he could stand up straighter. He even said that he felt stronger than ever, and it was true. It wasn't about lifting heavy weights. It was about consistency and doing what worked for his body. So, here's the takeaway. Walking less doesn't mean you have to stop moving altogether. Chair yoga, gentle stretching, and strength training are fantastic ways to keep your body in motion and feeling great. And the best part? You don't need to go far to feel the benefits. You can do it all from your own home, at your own pace. But remember, it's not about pushing yourself to the limit. It's about finding what works for you and feeling amazing while doing it. Segment 3. Staying mentally sharp. All right, so we've talked about keeping our bodies active and strong, but let's not forget one of the most important parts of aging gracefully: our minds. As we age, it's natural for some mental sharpness to fade, but that doesn't mean we have to sit back and let it happen. The truth is, keeping our brains sharp is just as important as keeping our bodies in shape. And just like our muscles, our brains need exercise too. Now, how do we do this? Well, here are a few simple yet powerful ways to keep your mind sharp as a tack. 1. Mental exercises. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, word games. These are all fantastic ways to challenge your brain. But don't just stop there. Why not try learning a new skill? Maybe you've always wanted to learn how to play an instrument, or perhaps you've been curious about a foreign language. There's no better time than now. Trust me, your brain will thank you for it. These activities stimulate different parts of your brain and can improve cognitive function. Let me share a quick story. My aunt, who's in her late 70s, started doing puzzles and learning how to play the piano. At first, she felt frustrated because it was all so new. But over time, she noticed her memory improved and her attention span lengthened. Her doctor even said that mental exercises like these could help her stay sharp for longer. 2. Social engagement. Social interactions are crucial for mental health. Talking to people, engaging in meaningful conversations, and even making new friends can help keep your brain active. Whether it's chatting with family, joining a local club, or participating in online groups, staying connected helps keep your mind healthy. Take my great-grandmother, for example. She used to read books all the time, but as she aged, she felt a little isolated. So she started a book club with a few friends from her community. It became her favorite part of the week. Not only was she exercising her brain, but she was also enjoying the companionship. 3. Meditation and mindfulness. Mental health isn't just about keeping the brain active, it's also about reducing stress. Meditation and mindfulness practices can have a huge impact on how we feel, especially as we age. They help calm your mind, improve focus, and even reduce the risk of developing conditions like dementia. Just a few minutes of meditation each day can make a world of difference. Remember, keeping your mind sharp is just as important as keeping your body moving. Challenge your brain, stay social, and find time for relaxation. With a little effort, you'll keep your mind in top shape for years to come. Segment 4. Social connections matter more than ever now. Let's dive into something that really hits home for a lot of people: the importance of social connections. As we get older, we might find ourselves more isolated, especially if we're not able to get out and walk as much. But isolation, it's a silent killer. You've probably heard the phrase, "it takes a village," and that's especially true as we age. Having a solid support system and staying socially engaged can make all the difference when it comes to both physical and mental health. 1. Stay connected with family and friends. First, let's talk about family. Even though everyone's busy, it's so important to stay in touch. Phone calls, video chats, or even just a quick text can help you feel more connected to your loved ones. And when possible, try to plan regular family gatherings or outings. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Sometimes a simple lunch or a walk in the park can lift your spirits. 2. Join clubs or volunteer. Joining a social club or volunteering is another great way to keep connected. Whether it's a gardening club, a knitting circle, or a community organization, having a regular activity to look forward to can help you stay active socially. Not to mention, volunteering can give you a real sense of purpose and fulfillment. It's a win-win situation. 3. Online communities. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I'm not tech-savvy. That's okay. You don't need to be a tech expert to connect with people online. There are plenty of easy-to-use platforms that allow you to stay in touch with friends and even meet new people who share your interests. Social media, email, and video calls are all wonderful ways to stay engaged. Personal story. My neighbor, who's in her early 80s, recently joined a virtual writing group. At first, she wasn't sure if she'd be able to figure it all out, but now she can't stop talking about how much fun she has. It gives her something to look forward to and connects her with people from all over the world. Takeaway: staying socially active doesn't just make life more enjoyable, it's critical for your health and well-being. So, don't let isolation creep in. Reach out, stay connected, and remember that you don't have to go through life alone. Segment 5. Nutrition, feeding the body and soul. All right, let's talk about food. Now, I know you've heard it 1,000 times. You are what you eat. But the older we get, the more true that statement becomes. Eating a balanced diet is absolutely essential for staying healthy, especially as we age. Your body's needs change over time, and what worked for you in your 30s might not work as well now. But don't worry, we're going to break it down so that eating right feels doable, not overwhelming. 1. Focus on nutrient-dense foods. As we age, our metabolism slows down, and we need fewer calories, but we still need the same, if not more, nutrients. So, focus on nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. These foods give you the vitamins, minerals, and fiber your body craves without overloading you on calories. 2. Key nutrients for seniors. Let's talk about the big ones. You need to make sure you're getting enough vitamin D, calcium, and protein. Vitamin D is essential for bone health, especially since your body may produce less of it as you age. Calcium is crucial for maintaining strong bones, and protein helps with muscle repair and maintenance. Don't forget about antioxidants either. They help protect your body from damage and keep your immune system strong. 3. Hydration is key. Drinking enough water is more important than ever. As you age, your sense of thirst might not be as strong, but your body still needs hydration to function properly. Aim for at least 8 cups of water a day, and make sure to keep a water bottle nearby as a reminder. Personal story. I remember my grandmother, who was in her late 70s, struggled with maintaining a healthy diet. But once she started making small changes, eating more fruits and vegetables, drinking more water, she said she felt more energetic and happier. She even started making her own smoothies in the morning, which became her favorite part of the day. Takeaway: nutrition isn't about dieting or depriving yourself. It's about feeding your body the right things to stay healthy and energized. Start by making small, sustainable changes to your diet, and your body will thank you for it. Segment 6. Finding Purpose and Passion. Now, let's talk about something that is so important when it comes to aging, finding purpose and passion. As we get older, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that our most exciting days are behind us. But that's simply not true. Your next chapter can be full of purpose, joy, and new adventures. 1. Pursue a hobby. Whether it's painting, gardening, knitting, or even learning how to cook a new recipe, hobbies give you something to look forward to and bring fulfillment to your days. Don't think that just because you're older, it's too late to start something new. In fact, now is the perfect time. 2. Take up a new skill or learn something new. Remember that brain health we talked about? Well, learning new things doesn't just stimulate your mind. It brings a sense of accomplishment. Maybe you've always wanted to learn how to play an instrument, speak a new language, or start a craft project. Why not start now? It's never too late to learn something new, and the satisfaction you'll feel when you master it is priceless. Personal story. My grandmother always wanted to learn to crochet, but she never had the time when she was younger. Once she retired, she picked up a crochet hook, and now she makes the most beautiful scarves and blankets. Not only is it a fantastic way for her to pass the time, but she's also found a new community of people who share her passion. Takeaway. Life after 70 doesn't have to be about slowing down. It's about discovering new things that bring you joy and purpose. So, take that painting class, pick up that book, or try that new recipe. You have the power to create your own adventure. Segment 7. Managing health in your 70s and beyond. Okay, let's talk about health for a moment. As we age, it becomes even more important to stay on top of our health and wellness. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've lived this long, I'm fine. And while that's true, the truth is, being proactive with your health can help you enjoy life even more in your golden years. 1. Regular checkups and screenings. Just because you're feeling good doesn't mean you should skip regular doctor visits. In fact, it's even more important to make sure you're getting the right screenings and checkups. Whether it's checking your blood pressure, cholesterol, or getting your annual flu shot, these small efforts can help you catch any potential issues early on and avoid more serious health problems down the road. 2. Manage chronic conditions. If you're dealing with chronic conditions like diabetes, arthritis, or high blood pressure, it's crucial to stay on top of managing them. Taking your medications as prescribed, following your doctor's advice, and making the necessary lifestyle changes can make a huge difference in how you feel and function day to day. I've seen firsthand how seniors who manage their health well stay much more active and energetic compared to those who neglect their conditions. Take my uncle, for instance. He's in his late 70s and has had high blood pressure for years. But because he stays consistent with his medication, exercises regularly, even just walking a bit each day, and eats a balanced diet, he's doing incredibly well for his age. He's proof that it's never too late to take control of your health. 3. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes it's easy to think, I can handle this on my own. But asking for help, whether it's from family, friends, or health professionals, is a sign of strength, not weakness. If you're feeling overwhelmed or just need a little guidance, don't hesitate to reach out. Health professionals can provide insights and support that can really improve your quality of life. Personal tip. I've seen so many people who take a proactive approach to their health and feel amazing in their 70s and beyond. Whether it's through diet, exercise, or simply managing their health conditions, staying on top of things gives you a sense of control and makes life so much more enjoyable. So be sure to keep those checkups on your calendar. Takeaway. Managing your health in your 70s and beyond doesn't have to be a hassle. It's just about staying on top of things, making small adjustments, and being proactive. Your health is your greatest asset, so take care of it, and it will take care of you. Segment 8. The power of mindset. Age is just a number. All right, here's the final piece of the puzzle. Mindset. It's easy to think that as you age, you're limited by what you can do. But trust me, Age is just a number. What really counts is how you view yourself and what you believe is possible for your life. 1. Embrace the changes. Aging is inevitable, but it doesn't have to be scary or limiting. Every wrinkle, every gray hair, these are all marks of a life well lived. Embrace the changes with grace and joy, because they're a part of your story. The more you accept your body and your life as it is right now, the more freedom you'll feel to live your best life. One of the most inspiring people I know is my friend Sarah. She's in her 80s and has faced some serious health challenges in the past few years. But instead of letting those challenges define her, she's embraced them. She's adapted, found new ways to stay active, and most importantly, she has an incredible attitude. She believes every day is a gift, and it shows. She has more energy, more laughter, and more joy than some people half her age. That's what a positive mindset can do. 2. Stay open to new experiences. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean your life is in the past. In fact, some of the best chapters of your life might still be ahead of you. Try new things, go on adventures, and don't let fear of the unknown hold you back. Life has so much to offer, no matter what age you are. You might surprise yourself with what you can do when you stay open to new experiences. 3. Keep a positive outlook. A positive mindset isn't about ignoring the challenges that come with age. It's about approaching them with the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way. When you focus on the things you can do, rather than the things you can't, you'll notice that your world opens up. Whether it's staying active, pursuing a new hobby, or simply enjoying time with your family, your attitude will make all the difference in how much joy and satisfaction you get from life. Personal reflection. I think back to my own experience with my grandmother. As she got older, she started to slow down physically, but she never slowed down mentally. She still loved to read, to learn, to challenge herself. And her positive attitude was contagious. It made everyone around her feel more alive, more motivated, and more eager to embrace life. She proved to me that mindset is everything. If you believe you can still have a fulfilling life, you absolutely can. Takeaway: your mindset is one of the most powerful tools you have in aging gracefully. Age doesn't have to define you. Your perspective, your energy, and your belief in the future are what really matter. So, embrace the changes, stay positive, and remember that there's always something to look forward to. Conclusion: walking less, living more. So, there you have it. 6 things you can focus on to stay healthy, active, and happy as you move beyond your 70s. It's all about finding balance. Walking less doesn't mean living less. In fact, it can open the door to new experiences, new hobbies, and new ways to take care of yourself. We've talked about staying physically active with exercises that don't strain your body, keeping your mind sharp, staying socially connected, eating the right foods, and finding your purpose. But the biggest takeaway: it's all about your mindset. Your attitude toward aging has the power to shape your experience. If you embrace it, you'll see that life doesn't slow down just because the years pass. It evolves, it changes, and it can be as beautiful as ever. So what's next? I encourage you to take small steps toward living your best life, whether that means picking up a new hobby, scheduling that next checkup, or simply choosing to see the beauty in each day. Your best days are ahead of you, and I can't wait to see all the wonderful things you'll do. Remember, it's never too late to start living the life you've always dreamed of. Walking less is just the beginning. It's living more that really matters.